a Baja Warrior mini bike hit 60 miles an hour using the stock jack shaft, so not using a straight chain or 30 series torque converter. So I have this Baja Warrior mini bike, and it's running a Predator 212 with a billet rod, a cast aluminum 10,000 RPM flywheel, a 265 cam, and a PWK carb. So with this exact same engine, I've already did 60 miles an hour on a Coleman CT200U EX using a straight chain. But the thing is, with a straight chain and the tall tires, it's super hard on the clutch. And with a straight chain, it takes the bike like 27 minutes to get to 60 miles an hour. So in the last few videos with this bike, I got the bike to around 50 miles an hour with the stock jack shaft. So this time around, to see if I can gain some more speed with this bike, I'm gonna swap up the gearing and the jack shaft. And then we'll see if we can get the bike anywhere close to 60 miles an hour using the stock jack shaft. So in one of the previous videos, I added this 42 rear sprocket and gained quite a few miles per hour. So in that video, with the stock sprocket, the bike did 30.89 top speed, and then I added the 40 sprocket and the bike did 37.04, so it gained quite a bit of top speed with just a 40 sprocket. And then I added that 265 Predator with a 265 cam and the billet parts, and we did 49.01. So I figured this time around, to hopefully gain some more top speed and not hurt 0 to 30 too bad, I mean, it'll definitely be faster than a straight chained, and it'll be a lot easier on the clutch, I'm gonna add this 12 tooth output shaft sprocket on the jack shaft. And I think the jack shaft has a 10 tooth on there, I'm pretty sure, for the output shaft. Because if it does, and I add a couple teeth to that, that should definitely gain some top speed while still retaining a decent 0 to 30 time because of the jack shaft. Let me loosen up this back wheel real quick, loosen up this chain, loosen up these tensioners. Outer sprocket off of here. Go ahead and pull this clutch off of here. It's easier pulling the clutch off than taking the master link out of the chain. So let's see here. This is a 10. Going from a 10 tooth to a 12. So it's quite a bit bigger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yes, that definitely should make a difference. I don't know how much of a difference. So the jack shaft gear, or the output shaft gear on the bike, is around 17 millimeters. So if you look, it's a little bit bigger than 17 millimeters. And then the gear that I picked up is around 16. If you measure the one that I picked up, it's around 16 millimeters. So it's slightly smaller. Nothing a 17 millimeter drill bit can't take care of. All right, let's see if that does it. I think that'll do it to it. Let's find out. See if my keyway fits in here, hopefully. Oh yeah. Okay, that'll work. So it's just your standard size shaft, or 16.91 millimeter. So almost 17 millimeter. And I know I have plenty of chain because there's a lot of adjustment on here. So what's cool about these bikes is they have marks here, so you can get the rear wheel aligned on both sides perfectly, or pretty darn close. I'm gonna do up my clutch before I put it on there. Okay, I think that'll do it. While I'm in here, I'll make sure that I lube this chain up really good. Now I don't have the washer that goes behind this nut here, but that's okay. It's okay to float on there a little bit. Ain't gonna hurt nothing. This is one of the chains that I always see neglected. If you keep it lubed up, it'll work for a long time. Okay, so this thing should gain some mile per hour, hopefully. So let me see if I can beat up on, what was it, 49.01 top speed and 4.27 0 to 30. So I'm pretty sure it's going to slow down a little bit from 0 to 30. It'll be interesting to see how much. And as always, I'm going to be using my Draggy performance meter to measure the times so we get really accurate times. Well, it seems like it runs pretty good. Let me get a little bit of the oil off this clutch. Let me see how much this thing slows down from 0 to 30. It's bound to slow down some, but it'll definitely be faster than a straight chain no matter what it does. Okay, first 0 to 30. 12-tooth output shaft sprocket on the Baja Warrior. That's not bad. It did a 5.09, which is not bad at all. I mean, it dropped a little bit, but not too much. Let me try that again real quick. I thought it would actually drop more than that, but that's not bad. Okay, second attempt, 0 to 30. A 5.22, so 5.09, 5.22. A lot better than I thought it'd be. So let's see if it actually gains any top speed. So I gotta be, what is it? 49.01 top speed. Beat it right there going up the hill. Almost a 60-mile-an-hour bike already with the jack shaft. So we did 57.37. So it made a big difference. Make sure nothing's falling off. Everything looks good. Yeah, that thing is surprisingly fast. Almost straight chain fast. But it still has a slow wind, which is really cool. We're running back down to the neighborhood here. That's still pretty quick. Top speed. just as fast going up the hill. I mean, so it has plenty of torque, which is really cool. I mean, this thing is pretty fast. Yeah, this thing runs really good. So with the billet Predator and the stock gearing in the jack shaft, the bike did 4.27 0 to 30, and then 49.01 miles per hour. Then I added the 12-tooth jack shaft gear, and the bike lost a little bit from 0 to 30, but it's still plenty quick, 5.06, and gained a lot of top speed, 57.77. And what's cool about it, it did 57.37 all the way up the hill, and did 57.77 back down the hill. So with the jack shaft, it has plenty of torque, and it's still plenty quick. So it's not like a straight chain where it takes like a half hour to get to 60. So it's almost a 60 mile an hour bike with the jack shaft.